And welcome back once more to Let's Play Towns. Last time we enjoyed a brief period of relative peace with nothing bad happening to us. Also the happiness just took a sharp drop. And I was considering to plant some more things. So we have the place for the banana trees over here, which means that's solved. We need snow cherry seedlings, which I'm probably going to place over here. Blue radishes, mushrooms, cave mushrooms, so we need 2 fields with snow. We need 1 more jungle field, 2 more jungle fields, and 1 patch of snow and 1 patch of desert, 1 patch of sand. So, jungle and jungle. So 2 more jungles and 1 sand and 2 snow fields. Okay, that seems doable, at least. I'm going to place those here. First off, we will place the sand. So, sand is going here. I'm just going to do that. Wonderful. This will keep our crafters busy, I know, but it has to happen. Then we'll place that, and some more jungle over here. Just making sure they actually hit everything in those pits. And then we're going to dig out 5 by 5 here and 5 by 5 here. This is going to be the snow patch. Who are you? You're a trader. Why are you doing the terraforming now? Oh, this is confusing the hell out of me. Anyway, I'm glad it's done. So we'll place cactus fruits here and the rest over here somewhere. I'll see where. Okay. This will probably influence happiness in a negative way again. You are now just one of those guys. Did I assign them to do anything else lately? No, oh yeah, I did. So they actually would do the terraforming for me. This doesn't seem like a bad idea, though. Well, it didn't at the time. What are my crafters up to? You currently build. Oh, right, they're still building those mines. Now we have some more copper. That's amazing. So we can soon make some pretty fancy armor. Iron... no, we don't want that. We could make clothing, but I really don't see a point in that when we have good metal armor. Really gonna sell that. That seems like a reasonable thing to do for selling, though. Although that might be a bit... that would be wasteful, but yeah, some leather special armor would be okay to keep, but that just seems to be a waste. I mean, we have a pretty nice wooden armor. Although, wait. Why is the wooden armor worse than the cloth armor? That seems a bit odd. Okay, so apparently clothing would be more useful than wooden stuff, which I guess makes sense because you have to... Actually, you don't have to do that much more to make some wool. Also, those buttons look a bit odd. Okay, we could make some... Oh, you need a lot of silver for that. That is an awful lot of silver you need. But I guess we could make some goblinite sets. We have copper now. How much goblinite do we have? 106. That's plenty, I would say. Not enough for 19 full sets of armor, I would say. Although it might almost be enough. Oh, now actually, I'm totally going to make that. You need a bird for that? That sucks. Um, okay, I just saw you can make boots of haste, and that amazes me deeply. Do we have... How do we get birds? Can you farm birds somehow? Do they wander in? Are they are they not an infinite resource? That would be pretty terrible. There is a decoration that needs them, and I think you need that decoration for one of the heroes, so I guess I should place that next. I'm gonna place that in the top floor of the tavern. I would be very tempted to actually make a lot of boots of haste and just have all the townies equipped with those. But I don't think we have 19 birds, or more birds than that. If there's anything that spawns birds, I would be more than happy to know, because I would say we need that. We need all the birds we can find. And I'm not gonna count them now, so that won't happen. I will not count those. 2 birds here, and 3. Okay, fine, I am counting birds now. Does chicken count as bird? 5, 6. Okay, they seem to be pretty rare. Okay, they don't seem to be pretty rare. Thanks for denying that game, proving me wrong again. Okay, so we need a ton of birds, because I just decided I want a lot of boots of haste. They also seem to have pretty decent defensive properties compared to the wooden boots, for example. So the plan is to have a lot of those soon. Very soon, actually. Happiness is going up again. It's nice. Okay. So what we need first is a lot of iron boots. We really need a lot of those. We currently have some because they dropped, and because we also made some, and we have plenty of iron now, so that seems to be a good thing to do. We need a lot of iron, and what else did we need for that? Armor, goblinite. Let's assume we have the birds and the goblinite, so all we need is iron boots. You know what? I'm totally gonna have them. No, I'm not gonna have those made because we need to wait for the crafters to get their things done. And we need birds. I'm quite sure once I tell people to go and catch some birds, we will end up in a terrible spot of receiving a siege and getting the poor crafter who catches that bird being ganged up on and brutally murdered. And I don't like having my crafters brutally murdered, so I'm not gonna do that. Can you see how many birds are there here? No, you can't. Okay. I'll have to look that up. I really want those birds to be utilized in a proper fashion and to be turned into boots, but I don't know how. I don't know if it's possible or reasonable to do so. I mean, I need one bird to form a bird in the golden cage, and we can safely use the rest to make nice boots. I'm not sure it is safe just yet. So let's watch the terraforming going on here. That mud could use some hauling, if anyone would do that. I have no idea how to make sand out of mud and green goo, but I guess that's one of the things that just happen. You don't have to know how. Don't ask how it goes, just go with it. Accept it. It works. And we'll get some sand. We'll have to till that later on. I think I can work with that. We don't have to do that right away. We don't actually have any cactus fruits, so I will probably get to tilling those bits once I have something to plant, or once we have a trader who might have something to plant. So once we get a food merchant, I will more than likely just till those things while he's on his way. Then we will ideally finally have the ability to cultivate the curved yellow fruit. Not so glad I shut down Skype for a moment because it seems to be flashing again. Uh, Quite sure all of you use Skype, so you know it flashes orange when you have a new message. So I'm seeing that right now. I'm tempted to check who actually wrote me there, but I'm not going to do it right now. We still have a few minutes to go in this episode. And right now we can only really watch terraforming going on and watch food production going on. And if someone could remove that, I will probably also make a new road here. Could you flatten that? Thanks. We have a lot of stuff lying here. Don't like that, as it seems to prevent people from... It seems to prevent road building and stuff. I know I could just delete it, but I don't want to. I'm going to delete that very soon. Is there anything in here? No, you're not accepting things. Right, it was one of those new barrels that I probably put down when we had those old barrels stolen. Stupid little badgers. Okay, we have all this stuff for sale. So I'm gonna place all the vanity items here and all the special items. Oh, that's the special stuff. We're not gonna place that here. This is probably more a thing to the... okay, so the leather armor goes here. The cloth armor goes here. Good. Oh, I actually might want to keep one of those around. What are you equipped with? Bone. That's... Actually, bone armor doesn't seem to be that great. We might actually upgrade that to leather armor. Which I assume that is the min and max values of defense you can get out of that. So this would be 501. Whereas this is at... Okay, so I think we should definitely upgrade to leather armor. And set this to maybe 1. I guess I should keep that around for heroes or something. But I do want 2 of those now and 19 of those now. I mean, the downside is you can't seem to make leather boots or something, but we do have some better plans for boots. Okay. On a side note, I think I told you I got into card magic again. And the interesting thing is I noticed I kind of have a new tick. Whenever I feel nervous, and that's quite a lot lately, I shuffle my cards, or I do something with my cards, and that's... I don't know, it's just kind of interesting to me that I would develop such a weird habit. But if you hear that sound, I'm probably just nervous again. Okay. We're also at the end of this episode. I just received a text message here. Okay. Nothing important. Why is that sand off like that? I don't like this small brownish line here. I guess it will be fixed once there is sand placed in those little holes as well. Okay. And there is the Sandman going. Not sure if you are into German culture, but there are actually various fictional characters called the Sandman. I think there was also one of the Spider-Man villains called the Sandman, but this might just be a trivial name. Anyway, one of them is a very popular children's figure. It's I think it was. I think there were actually two, but oddly enough, the Sandman from the GDR TV has survived longer than the Western Sandman. It's not quite a cartoony. It's a figure for in early evening television. It's a show for children where they. That's kind of a good night story, you know. And that's one Sandman. And there is another Sandman in a not so well. I think it's quite famous in German literature, but I forgot who wrote it. It was a terrible book. Um, Also called the Sandman, where the Sandman is kind of a villain. So it's kind of cruel. He just scratches your eyes out or something. It was a very weird book. I totally didn't read it, although we were technically supposed to in school. Not sure how I got around to do that. Uh, I think I was just lucky when we had the pop quiz to that. On that note, I do not recommend doing it like me and not reading books you're supposed to read. It's really not a good idea. And surprisingly enough, it really helps if you read the book when you get a pop quiz about it. Um, okay, anyway, with my rambling here, I will end this episode. We almost got the sand fields done here. We started jungle, and I'm hoping this mud gets removed soon, so we can also place some snow, which will magically not melt. No idea how that works, but it will not melt. Oh my goodness, it seems to be raining outside again. It's been raining all weekend, and I've had a duty all weekend, so it was annoying. Didn't have that much fun, especially yesterday. It was raining pretty heavily, so I was driving around in drenched clothes all day. Not very healthy that. You might actually hear it in my voice. But it's not that important. I'm currently okay. And yeah, it's autumn. I actually do like the weather when it's cold and grey, although I do enjoy it more from the inside of the building. Anyway, let's end this episode here before I completely get carried away. And I'll see you next time. Bye.